Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Please hit that like and subscribe button and let's get right into today's video. So we will start off by doing some nail prep on my nails because I will be applying these nails to stay on, I guess. Later on in the video you'll find out I won't be keeping them on. So to start off with the prep, I am just taking a cuticle pusher and just pushing back the cuticles using a gentle amount of pressure. Next, I will be going in with a fine grit sanding band from Nails and Blings and going around my natural nail area just to remove the shine, along with kind of pushing back the cuticle just a little bit more. And then I will try my best to get any extra product from doing pop-off sets around the cuticle area. And then I will also be using a different bit later on to get more of that product. And for reference, when I do my natural nail prepping, I do have my gel at the speed of 4,000 to 5,000 RPMs always when working on my natural nails. Next, I will be going in with this very thin tapered bit and going around the cuticle area again just to lift up any of that dead cuticle, along with getting extra product, like I said, from doing any of those acrylic pop-off sets. And then lastly, I will be using this cuticle ball bit and going around the cuticle area just to gently buff any of that excess dead cuticle and getting at the spots that feel a bit rough on the sides of my finger, if that makes sense. I am also doing that as well. So for today's video, I did want to try to do some 𝐸𝐿𝐴 nails, so I am using the medium square pre-shaped nail tips from Betty Coro. These are soft gel nail tips. And I did go ahead and measure the nails off camera, and to adhere them, I will be using the 𝐵𝐿𝐴 gel nail prep system. So I will be using the nail primer and the Premier Bond, and then I will be using the gel adhesive to adhere the nails. So first I am taking that nail primer and applying 2 thin layers of this to my natural nails. So I'm applying 1 thin layer and then going ahead and going over that one more time, and then we will be moving on to the next step. After I do the primer, I will be going in with the Premier Bond. So I'm just doing 1 coat of this. I'm doing a very generous amount of this onto the nails. I know that this is mainly probably used for 𝐸𝐿𝐴 nails, but I do use this nail prep system when doing acrylic nails on myself or any of my clients, and the retention is very good, so I highly recommend checking out this brand and getting their nail prep system. So after the Premier Bond and everything is completely dried, I will be going into adhering these nail tips. So what I am doing is I am applying a very thin amount of that to the inside of the nail, and then I will be wiping off any of the excess on the cuticle part of the nail, if that makes sense. And then just going in at a 45-degree angle and applying that on my natural nail. Now I won't lie, I'm not a professional at 𝐸𝐿𝐴 nails. I'm pretty much more into acrylic nails, so I've perfected that more than 𝐸𝐿𝐴 nails. But I have gotten just a little bit better at doing 𝐸𝐿𝐴 nails. And one thing I absolutely love about these nail tips is they are already pre-edged on the inside, so you don't have to take that extra time and step to etch out the inside of the nail tips. So I will go ahead and let the rest of this part play out, and I'll come back in once all the nails are fully applied. So now that all the nails are fully applied, I did have that ring finger on my right hand crooked, so I did have to soak it off. But in the meantime, I will be trimming these nails down. So I am using the number 4 setting on this nail tip cutter and just trimming all the nails down to that length. And then next, I will be taking this fine 5-in-1 drill bit and going around the cuticle area just to seal that up, and also getting at that gel adhesive that might have overflown when applying the nail tips. And I do have this at the speed of 6,000 RPMs, I believe. And I'm just using very gentle pressure because I do not want to accidentally nick myself. So just keep that in mind when doing this step. Unless you have a safety bit, but I don't really like to work with safety bits. I just mainly prefer these taper drill bits or sanding bands for any of my filing. And then next I'm going back in with that fine grit sanding band once again, and I will be going around the cuticle area once more just to make sure I did get all that excess product. And I will also be removing the shine. I love doing it this way rather than using a buffer because it's kind of like a 2-in-1 step. Just making sure that you get all that product around the cuticle area, and then you just go over the surface of the nail to remove the shine from that Gel-X nail tip, and then you're good to go. And then lastly, I am just taking my hand file just to make sure everything is nice and flush to the sidewalls of that nail, and just to make sure it has a nice good shape. Now I know the box says it's more of a medium square shape, but to me it's more of a tapered square, which I don't mind because I like tapered square nails. But if you're looking for more of a squared off like nail tip, I would recommend finding a different brand on Amazon or something like that that has more of that square shape. So these are what the nails are looking like now that all the nail tips are fully applied. So I'm just taking this little brush and some alcohol and wiping off all that excess dust to clean the nail plate for our gel application. So before we get into the color, I am going to be applying a very thin layer of this base coat from 𝐵𝑖LLION Noir, and then I will be going ahead and curing that in the light for a full 30 seconds. So for the gel polishes today, I'm going to be using this entire Born Pretty gel polish collection. I did receive it last year in like a little video that I did. I don't exactly remember the name of this entire collection, but yeah, I will be using this collection today. And it is more of like a neon type of collection, except for this purple and the blue really aren't neon colors, but the rest really are. So I am starting off with like this pinkish purple color and applying it on my pinky nail. So I will just be applying all these colors to my nails except for, well, since there's 6 colors in this collection, I'm only applying 5 out of them on this one. So on this hand is going to be all of them except for the yellow gel polish one, and then on my right hand it will be all of them except for the green gel polish one. But I do not show the process of me doing my right hand just because this video already took a little bit more time to film, and I did want to get it edited and voiceover and everything because I have not uploaded in almost a week, and I just really wanted to get this video out for you guys. So again, I will be applying all the gel polish colors except for that yellow one on this hand, and I will be curing each of the like layers for 30 seconds, and then I will be doing a second layer, but I am doing the second layer off camera. So here what the nails are looking like after I've done both hands and 2 layers on both hands. So I will be doing the airbrush machine, well, I will be using my airbrush machine today, and I don't really know how to explain this design, but I've seen it trending a lot. I wanted to do it a while ago when I first saw it trending, but I didn't really have the airbrush machine to do that. And when I did get it, I was having such a hard time trying to figure it out. So I will kind of insert a clip here of the inspo that I found, so that way you guys can kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Not only that, I'm sure you understand also by the thumbnail as well. So to kind of explain the airbrush design for like how I chose the colors is, what I am doing is I am choosing the colors that are on the other fingers, if that makes sense. So on the thumb there's that green, so I did the green on that purple nail, and then I did the purple gel polish on that blue nail, and so on. I did have my airbrush machine die, so I wasn't able to film the rest of the nail video. Well, I wasn't able to film the rest of the airbrush part. Not only that, it was super late at night, and I do have 2 kids that are like super young, and I just had to get everything done, so I just kind of cut the rest of that part out of the airbrush machine. And yeah, so hopefully you kind of understand the idea of what I did there. And then next, I am just taking the same colors of the gel polishes that are on the hand and doing like the outlined type of, I don't know how to explain it, but like an outline around the nail, and then infilling that and curing that as well. I'm so sorry that I'm like not able to really describe what I am doing, because honestly I don't really know how to describe it, but I hope that by you guys just watching it, you are able to kind of understand what I am doing. And if you want more of a full in-depth tutorial on like how to use my airbrush machine or how to use the airbrush machine in general, I will be interested in making a video for you guys about that. Just comment down below if you're interested in me doing a video about that. So to kind of explain why I did not keep these nails on, one, I do not like having gel-X nails on myself. I prefer having acrylic nails on myself, but I did want to try something different and try to do gel-X nails, because I've been so into watching those tutorials on YouTube lately, and I thought maybe I can try it, and honestly it's just not for me at all. I was also even debating about making myself some acrylic press-ons, because I do also own like a press-on business, but again, I just don't think those are for me. I just prefer to do actual acrylic nails rather than any type of other nail enhancement. So after this, I end up clipping them all down and soaking it off. But another reason too, like you can see on this finger, the blue when doing the airbrush machine was just, I think it had more gel polish than acetone in the airbrush machine. So it was applying it super thick and it did not cure fully. That's why there's a little wrinkle on the side of the blue part. Not only that, it kind of stained my middle finger, and I absolutely hated that. Even though I wiped it off so many times, it was still staining it, so I was just getting very frustrated with this entire nail set, honestly. I was honestly thinking about not even finishing this tutorial and just take them all off right away, but I was like, no, I'm gonna finish this tutorial, at least the design on this hand, and get it uploaded for you guys, and then take them off after. So that is what I did. I didn't finish any of the design on the other hand. Like the outlining part, I did not finish doing that really on my other hand. But enough with my rambling. I will go ahead and let you guys just continue watching the rest of this part. I don't know if I showed all the fingers or not of me doing the outlining part, but if I did, yeah, I will just go ahead and let you guys watch that, and I'll come back in when it's time to do the next step. So this is what the hand is looking like after everything's been completely done. I did go ahead and take a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and just gently go over the nails to kind of wipe any of that gel polish away so it doesn't smear when I top coat. So for my top coat, I am using the classic diamond gel top coat from KAIROSE Nail Supply, and I do have the link down below if you're interested in any of our products. And if you use code YouTube, it does save you 15% on your purchases. So after I'm done applying the top coat, I will go ahead and cure this in the light for a full 60 seconds. Now that the nails are done, I will go ahead and complete the nail set by applying some of this peach scented cuticle oil from KAIROSE Nail Supply as well, and just gently rubbing it in along the cuticle area. And yeah, that is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!